India aspires to become a global power, and for that India must have a modern military force, among other things. India buys a bulk of its defence equipment. There is an urgent need to make it domestically. So there's a market, there is demand. There's a push from the government, and India has the technological know-how. Then what is holding India back? Why hasn't Make in India made a difference? That's what we'll discuss on WION Edit tonight. Last year, former Army Chief of India, General VP Malik, spoke about this. Remember, he's the man who led India's forces during the Kargil war, and he made a strong case for making defence equipment in India. He said unless India becomes adequately self-reliant in defence, our national security remains vulnerable. So what's the problem? Why has India's domestic arms industry not flourished? For the longest time, defence manufacturing in India was in the hands of state-owned companies. Private players were allowed only in 2001. A report from 2019 says that even today, bulk of the business goes to the public sector units in India. Last year, the annual turnover of private sector companies was close to 15,000 crores. Public sector units, on the other hand, earned more than 4 times this figure. Their turnover was well over 60,000 crores. But the armed forces have not had good experiences working with India's defence PSUs. They give 3 reasons. 1, professionalism, or more like the lack of it. 2, delays in deliveries. And 3, overshooting the budget. Take the case of HAL. It had the exclusive rights to manufacture foreign jets in India. Last year, the Indian Air Force told the government that production delays are impacting its combat strength, particularly when it comes to the Mirage 2000 and Jaguar fighter fleets that were undergoing upgrades. The IAF pointed out delays ranging from 2 to 6 years. As a result, costs have also gone up. Further, India lacks the talent to develop futuristic weapons, it seems. Research and development is still restricted to government agencies like DRDO, so defence forces have little choice. They have to resort to off-the-shelf purchases. All the major contracts the Modi government has signed have been off the shelf. There has been no transfer of technology. This includes 36 Rafale jets from France, the S-400 missile defence system from Russia, and the Apache and Chinook from the US. Although the government should be given credit where it's due, some major bottlenecks for the entry of private sector have been removed under the Modi government. This includes increasing the FDI cap, easing licensing conditions, and reduced time frame for obtaining defence exports approvals. The result has been positive. Many private players have entered the Indian market, and this includes big names like Adani Defence and Aerospace, Tata Advanced Systems, Bharat Forge and Mahindra. They've all tied up with foreign defence manufacturing firms. They were even given contracts, but as of last year, some deals were yet to be finalised, some hit dead ends, and others had to be cancelled. The private sector has not really been able to graduate from making small components to creating full-blown weapon systems. So what can the government do now? First of all, finalize the pending deals. Second, invest more in defence research and development. Third, encourage private players and startups to build indigenous offerings. And fourth, push for weapons imports that come with a technology transfer. This will boost India's know-how in defence manufacturing. Another major concern is the budget. India might not have enough money to clear big-ticket purchases. This is where the defence forces must consider deeper integration of resources and talent and open up some room in the budget. The appointment of the Chief of Defence Staff is a step in that direction, resource optimization. The more immediate concern is the pending defence procurement. Public-private partnerships must be encouraged to complete the priority purchases. Delaying the development of India's defence manufacturing not just makes our import bills much bigger than they have to be, it even forces the armed forces, bureaucrats and the government to make compromises with national security.